Hello everybody and welcome to Crafting Unscripted. And so I've been having some technical difficulties here, so I have to do a check to make sure everything is working because my computer is like, I turned it on over here and the camera wasn't working and the mic wasn't working and the camera wasn't working, and now everything is like on my screen, it's all like wonky. So I apologize. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to do a quick check here to make sure that I'm actually functional over here. But I don't seem to be able to get that to work either. I turned it on over here. And it looks like from my end, I can see it on my YouTube, so that's positive. And I see Barbara, you're here. Barbara, you're here. Yay, you made it today. And Loretta, you are here as well. So just some things. So I've got 3 summits that I'm advertising for right now, and it's a little bit chaotic, and I've got a lot of emails going, and I haven't sent out some for the 3rd summit. So in the links there of the description, they're also in the video. I've dropped a link to the Scrapbook Fun Summit, which is happening next week, November 5th to November 9th. I have a live Q&A session on the Saturday, but I think if you get a copy of they're currently, and I don't want to break any secrets or any rules there, but they're supposed to be doing some extra special live sessions for the VIP members. So if you don't have a VIP pass, that's the first link that I dropped is for the Scrapbook Fun Summit. So that's also there. The next one that we've got is the SVG Card Maker Success Summit, Card Crafters Success Summit. And that is super fun, and that's happening on November 14th to 16th. Again, free tickets are available, but you can also upgrade to the VIP tickets. And I've dropped the links. That's the 3rd link there that I put in. And then the 2nd link there is for the ELF Summit. That's held by Hobby School, and that's a new summit that I haven't even sent any emails out for. I was supposed to start advertising for it this week, but I just haven't had a chance because I've got a lot of emails. And I feel everyone's kind of overwhelmed with all the summits that are going on. So if you don't have tickets to that, be sure to click the link here in the chat, or you can get a copy of the link from the video description if you're watching this in the replay and the side chat's not going. So that's kind of the housekeeping stuff. Now tomorrow is Halloween. Yes, Halloween! Halloween has been a disaster here this year, so I'm kind of done with Halloween. I'm ready to move on. If you are ready to move on from Halloween, give me a yes or a thumbs up or something and let me know, because I'm finished with Halloween. And this happens to me every year because by the time Halloween rolls around, I've been working on Halloween for a month or 2 and I'm done. And I have the same problem with the next thing that we're going to be working on, Christmas. I get tired of Christmas by the time Christmas rolls around because I work on Christmas so much before Christmas. And so if you also have this problem, let me know, because I don't like to put the tree up before December, but sometimes stuff happens. So we have that possibility. And so we're going to kind of move on to Christmas. I don't know if I want to, but I couldn't think of what else to do. And so today we're going to be, I want to say troubleshooting, but we're going to try something. I haven't even experimented with this at all beforehand. So this might be more of if you remember way back in September of last year, January of this year, maybe somewhere around there. We tried to learn how to make paper flowers. We tried to learn how to make, tissue paper flowers, and the first time I tried to do it, I did it live online because I'd never done it before. It was a disaster. That could be today's event. So if you think that that event was fun, this might be like that today. So just so you know, that's what we're going to do. And also, as an added bonus, technical difficulties. So if things don't work out today, I do apologize because I'm just trying to make it work today. And it's freezing cold and raining outside, so I got my tea. So today what we're going to do, we're going to pull out some fancy bits and pieces of yarn, a comb, and we're also going to do, I'm not sure if I want to do, this is foam paper and it's like glitter because I love glitter. We might do glitter, but I'm not sure what color because I don't think I have a matching red, but maybe we'll do green. Anyways, what are we doing? What are we doing? If you read the description of the video, we're making gnomes today. So in case you missed the video description, I tried to update it, but I don't always look at those things either. So I think we're going to go with red. We're going to try red, and we're going to see how this goes. But first, I saw a picture of a really cute gnome online the other day when I was doing some research for stuff, and I really want to get into gnomes because there's so many possibilities of what you can do with gnomes and how you can make them and what you can do with them. But I've never done this. There is so many summits, Loretta. It's like way back like 6 or 8 months ago when I had to sign up for all these summits, I was like, yes, I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do it. And then now I'm like, why did I do so many summits? There's just so many right now. And so this is kind of like, I don't know, a good thing, a bad thing. I'm going to say it's a bad thing because I can see from everybody who is on my mailing list that we're all kind of tired of summits. I've been making this stuff behind the scenes for them, and I'm kind of tired. So I can appreciate that. But they're always fun to watch and learn new things. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pull out this white thread, and we're working on a gnome, and so I'm going to try working on the beard first. Now, I'm just going to wrap this around my finger a few times so that we can have like this is going to be for the beard. Let's pretend this is for the beard. That's my sump pump because it's raining outside so that I don't flood in here, so I apologize for that. And we're going to go around, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe like 15 times. And I don't know if you were here last week when we did crafting with my kids for make some cards, which of course are all gone already. And we're just gonna go around 15 times. But I lost my scissors. I lost my like crafting, my everyday scissors, so now I gotta use like my good scissors. Not super pumped about that, but oh well. Way too many, and I want to have VIP, but I can't afford it. I can appreciate that, Barbara. And I'm just gonna take the 2 ends here that I've got, and I'm going to like tie this into a knot so that I've got one sort of stable side and one like not stable side, because I'm gonna cut the other end here. But we're just going to try to knot this so that it stays in place. And so I did 15 times here. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure you can see me on the screen. And I'm going to knot this up just like a regular knot, like an under over. There's like it's called a hook knot or something. I'm not sure. An arm knot, and I don't know. I'm terrible with knots. I just go like over, under, and then over, under, over, and then that's it. So ready to be finished with Halloween. Tonight is our community Halloween party for the kids and family. Then I'm finished. Oh, you're lucky. We don't have a community party. We just have like big trick-or-treating tomorrow night, which is Friday night. It's gonna be absolute chaos. And so I've got a knot here, and but I'm done with Halloween. And I think even my Halloween decorations are done with Halloween because they're starting to look droopy and saggy, and the rain's not helping. So I'm just gonna cut this here and try to stay on screen. And now I've got like boring beard, let's call it boring beard. That's what the comb comes in for. So in theory, I don't know how this is going to work, so bear with me. If we comb this out, this is going to look like hair. So we're going to comb this, or try to comb this with my fancy comb here and see what happens. My daughter was really good at doing this with her stuff, but I can see I'm already struggling. So we're just gonna try this and see how this works. And I'm just gonna comb this while I chat to you about Halloween. But our Halloween decorations are done. They're weather worn. They are like, now mind you, my Halloween decorations have been up since like middle of September because my son could not wait. And so we are ready for Halloween to be done. Well, I am. And then it doesn't help that there's like 1,000 activities and stuff. So, and now I'm not a baseball fan, but a lot of people in my neighborhood are baseball fans because the Blue Jays, which is Toronto, not too far from where we are, the Blue Jays are in the World Series, and it's been like 30 years since they were there last, so everyone's like super excited. I remember watching them 30 years ago when they won, and I wasn't a baseball fan then, and I'm still not a baseball fan now, but the next game, I don't know what game it is, let's say game 6 maybe, game 5, I don't know, is tomorrow night, so Halloween might be cut short at a lot of houses here. Alright, so this is kind of looking okay. It's a little bit raggedy, but we're just going to try to keep going here for a bit, and maybe I can make this better. Now, some of this stuff is coming like loose. Maybe I should have tied a better knot, but that's alright. We're going to just trim whatever we're not using. I am such a baseball fan, Loretta. Who are you voting for, Loretta? It's like, what is it, the Dodgers, is it, that are playing the Jays? I don't even know who's playing, so my kids know because everyone at school talks about it, but they just know that the Blue Jays are playing. I don't think they know who's like the opposing team is. And since I don't watch baseball, my husband doesn't watch baseball, we don't have it on at the house or anything. So they have to, in the morning, we have to ask them about the highlight. They ask us about the highlights. All right. So here I started my beard. Looks not too bad. One of the coaches on the Blue Jays lives in my town. Great family. Oh, very fancy. Rooting for the Blue Jays. Good job. So, all right, so we have a beard. I've got a whole bunch of fluff here on this. not a perfect beard. There's a few bits that are like, you know, whatever, but we're going to leave the beard like this for now. So part 1 done. There's my camera. So, yes. So we're not, like, we don't watch baseball. I mean, we're like those, I mean, jump on the bandwagon whenever a team is doing well, I guess. And so that's part 1. So next, we've got our beard. I'm just thinking here, we're going to make a cone hat. And I'm going to try to make this cone hat out of glitter paper. Oh no, this is not going to work. This isn't glitter paper. This is glitter sticker foam. This is not going to work, folks. Don't worry, I got lots of glitter. I got lots of paper. Just 1 second. I don't know if you remember, but I got like a whole bunch of foam paper a long time ago. I'm not sure you'll like this. It's not fancy shiny. This isn't fancy shiny. So we're gonna go with boring red or boring green for the hat. Now I have, let me just double check here my supplies. Oh, nothing glitter. I don't have red yarn to wrap it. I have like this kind of green yarn, a little bit off color, but it's green. I might have to go into Olivia's stash upstairs and steal some of her like colorful yarn. Yes, the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays, but truly I'm a Cubs fan. They didn't make it this year, so the Blue Jays are getting my support. Very nice. Oh, Sue. Hello, Sue. I don't think I've seen you talking before. Even though we still have to get through Halloween, I live in Branson, where Christmas starts on November 1st. Truly, the businesses have to be decorated on November 1st. Those colors are fine. All right, we're going to try this out. So I need to get organized for Christmas because I always feel like I'm running behind on seasons, because what I do is I craft this stuff and then I kind of post it up on the internet, right? And I want a small hat here, so we're gonna try something. It may or may not work. Bear with me as I mess up making this like little cone hat. I'm just gonna make this a bit smaller because this is too big. I can't work with really big pieces of stuff when I need a small thing. All right, so we're going to just try to roll this up. So it's gonna be like a little hat, but I'm gonna cut this so it's not so chaotic back here. All right, so I've got like a, I don't know, quarter circle. That's what it is, a quarter circle. So there we go, move this out of the way. Now I do need my glue gun, so I'm gonna start heating this guy up. Maybe not over my tea. But as I was saying, I kind of get like distracted with the holidays, and I always feel like I'm running behind. And so I'm going to use this green string here to put in a little tie on top of my hat, so that when I roll this in together, I've got like a string in it already. And I'm just doing like a little loop knot. I guess I should learn the names of all these knots that I do, the two that I do, because that's all I do. I do one knot that I just did before, and then this one. Is that green cardstock? It's not green cardstock, it's green foam paper. I was hoping to do, I've seen a lot of people, and I don't have the colors, but they do, instead of like, the hats end up being covered in yarn, so you could like just use cardboard, and then that would cover this. But I don't have like a nice color, I don't think, so I'm just going to do with green foam cardstock for now. And my glue gun's heating, and I'm going to try, maybe, to get this to like roll in here and make this into a hat. Like this, right? We're going to make this work. And then my beard's going to go in there. And this is all falling into place. Maybe, maybe not. I'm sure we could make this better, but for this is my trying out Christmas stuff, because I need to move out of Halloween. My brain is not cooperating with Halloween. So, my glue gun drip tray. Alright, sorry, I had to make sure I was charging. My glue gun is battery operated, and I use it, 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 and then I never forget to like charge the battery, and then all of a sudden I have no glue gun. So So there we go. So what else is happening? So I'm trying to do some gnomes this year. So this is like a test run. I'm hoping to have like a nice refined one or two, or let's say two. Let's not push it past two because it's a lot of work. And so I'm just gonna like glue this here. I'm gonna try to glue this here together. And I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna glue this in first, I think, so that it kind of sticks in here. Oh, glue gun is dripping into the drip tray. Things are falling into place. Glue this in. All right. Let me move my tea out of the way so I don't spill it. And what am I doing? I'm going to put some glue here and I'm going to try to glue this into place. Now my glue is not super hot yet, so that's maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing. It's either going to dry really quickly on me or not fast, or too fast. But I just don't want to burn my fingers like I did last time because that was not fun. So now I'm sure that I can make this more refined. I'm not even sure if I'm on the screen here. My stuff is just not this. It feels like things are falling apart on me sometimes, you know, but that's okay. All right. All right, so I've got the back here. So now I understand why people put yarn on this, because this looks like not the greatest, but that's okay. So like why they wrap it around in yarn, maybe we'll do that later. We'll see how it feels. But we've got a green hat. Now, I guess I probably did this wrong. I'm just going to do a little bit more glue up here to close this off. I need to get one of those thimbles. Someone was telling me about those thimbles the other day, and I keep forgetting to get one of those guys. Maybe for Christmas I'll buy myself one. All right, I'm going to turn this off because I'm done with this for now. And so I got a hat. And now I think I should have done this differently. I probably should have attached my beard on a string to this here like that. But that's okay. I'm just gonna dab some glue here and shove this into my hat and stick it into place. There. Beautiful. So we have this. Now, what do I need? I need something. My gnome, he needs like a nose or something, right? Just give me a second. I think I have, in a bin over there, I have something that might work. So bear with me for a second. I didn't think about this beforehand. I don't have a bin over here. Sorry, I'm back. I do have a bin. Whew. All right, this is, maybe it's in here. There we go. That might be too big for his nose, though. These ones are smaller. No, I don't think so. It's amazing how much junk you amass when you craft. Just trying to find like a little bead. No, those ones are all bigger. Okay. So, let's see if we can make this work with one of the 1,000 little beads that I have. I got these from somebody, and I don't know what they're for, but these are like little wooden beads. And so, make that work? That'll work for his nose, I think. So, we're going to do, again, some white thread, and I'm gonna go around my hand again because that's, you know, that's how I go. And that's enough there. Let's say 10-ish times 10-ish. And we're gonna do, how are we gonna do this time? There's a tool that I don't have. Do I have a tool here at my desk? That's not gonna work. I'm not prepared for this part of the craft. But in this other bin, where I have 1,000 bins and 1,000 things, my sewing bin, sewing things, I have this cookie bin here somewhere. Oh, I don't think this is going to work, but maybe this will work for me. I gotta pull my thread through mine. And I have a tool that does this, but I don't think this is the one. We're gonna try to make this work instead. I'm a little bit discombobulated. I apologize. I didn't think it was gonna be so difficult to make a gnome, but here we are. Okay, so I'm just going to do this the hard way, not the easy way, but I'm going to pull out all this through this little tool here. And this is not how this tool works, but it's not going to go the other way that I want it to, because I think this tool is a little bit broken. And so, this isn't going to work. Get in the hole. I don't have a tool that's going to do this. Olivia's Pixar, I don't know where. That's not going to work. This is not going to work, folks. Let's try this again. I got to restring myself here. All right. And now, will you go through here? No, you won't. We're going to make it go. Brute force. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do crafting with brute force, but whatever. We'll do this. Now is this going to go through here? No, it's not. It's not going to work at all. Alright, so my nose isn't working out. Now we're just going to do this differently. Don't pay. This is why we're learning. I was hoping that would go through, but I've got a tool somewhere. I have like a... My daughter Olivia crochets, and she uses... crochet hooks, and those are good for like pulling things through. So all I'm going to do is I've done like, I don't know, let's say 8 or so times here. I'm going to tie a knot again, this over under knot that I do, which I don't know the name of. I'm just going to loop this over under once, and then again try not to hurt myself, which I'm clearly doing. Shouldn't be so difficult to make a knot. We're going to do this the hard way, but I shouldn't have to do it this way. But that's okay. We'll get better at this as we go. Like I said, this is just a learning experience so that we can figure out how to make gnomes. Alright, so I'm going to quickly cut this guy here in 1,000 spots. I'm going to maybe trim this super long guy. I cut in the wrong spot. I'm going to quickly brush this. I'm going to try to brush this super quick and make this work. We're going to turn this on again. We'll have to figure out how to use those buttons, but that's going to have to be in the final version of it. The little hairs on this guy are not going to look so fantastic, but that's okay. We'll get this. So I'm going to have to put a nose on him later. It might just be a black piece of felt for now, and then we'll do a button nose later on the final versions of this. Now if I brush this longer and I had a better knot in this, this would probably turn out way better, but whatever. So there's my nose. Okay, so don't worry, this isn't gonna look this crazy. I'm gonna like trim some of this off so that it doesn't look like my gnome has been electrocuted, because that's what it looks like right now. Maybe like a little tapered beard. Not so crazy. So Sue, you put your tree up, or at least the stores in your town start to put their trees up in 2 days. They'll be ready for Christmas. What about you? Do you actually put your Christmas trees up early, or do you like wait until like the last bits before Christmas? When does everybody get ready for Christmas? So I'm gonna glue this guy on here. Okay, so there's his funky beard, and we're gonna give this a little bit of a trim here at the sides so it's not so crazy, because gnomes take care of their beards, right? So we have a little gnome there who's not trying to stay properly. So let's hold him. Let's change my camera angle. So there's our little gnome. Oh, way too much white light here. Let me just change my lighting, see if we can get this to there. Why didn't anyone tell me my lighting was off? Alright, so there's a little gnome. So you can like hang him on our tree. Now, if it wasn't already time to finish up, I'm gonna like maybe put some trim around this guy. So I'm gonna try some other renditions of this and actually have like a nice polished one that I've seen online, but that's kind of the idea. We've got a little gnome. I'm gonna turn this off before I burn myself. And that's it. So, and we can do it in red and any other color. My beard's a little bit wonky, but, and then so I'd like to have put a nose on him right there, but I couldn't get that through. We'll figure that out. I've got a tool upstairs, but I didn't want to go upstairs for 20 minutes looking for that tool. So there's this week's craft, a little gnome. So we're off to Christmas. So there, that's what I've got to say about that. I can't wait for Halloween to be over so I can start decorating for Christmas. The crafting and Christmas crafting stuff. Yes. Oh, so I don't think I have it handy here, but the Holiday Elf Summit, which is the third one that I've got. It's the second link way up above, but it's in the description of the video as well. For that one, I've done a holiday craft. I've done little elf face ornaments, whatever they're called. They're like, oh, maybe they are here. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Little ornaments to put your faces in. And there's two versions. There's a boy and a girl version of them. So that is what I've got for the Elf Summit. And then I've got so don't forget the tickets for the summits. If you don't have those yet, free tickets up above or in the description below. And you've got the Scrapbook Fun Summit, November 5th, November 9th. It is the SVG Card Success Summit, November 14th to November 16th. And the Hobby School Elf Summit, that is from November 18th to November 20th. Those tickets are all up above in the chat if you've missed those there, but they're also in the description below. So please be sure to click the link, get your free tickets, get your VIP tickets from there so that you can come and hang out with us. For the SVG Summit and the Scrapbook Summit, I'm doing a bunch of lives, so be sure to check those out. Those are free. Some of them some of the Q&As are free. I think with the Scrapbook Fun Summit, they're trying to do a few extra ones that are for VIPs. So if you don't have your VIP tickets, please be sure to get those from my links above or in the description below. And that's it for today. So I am off to learn how to do some better videos in the future and maybe get over some of my tech stuff here, because today was a little bit sketchy behind the scenes and I was a little bit nervous that this wasn't going to work. So we got it to work at least. Loretta, thank you for the comments about my fancy little gnome. First try. I think it didn't turn out too bad. We'll have to make a polished one for the blog and for the actual YouTube videos for people to watch out. So that's there. So if you have any suggestions on future crafts, like anything Christmassy that you want to work on, let me know. I'm going to be shifting over to Christmas now. I'm not sure what that exactly means, but I'm done with Halloween, and I'm not probably going to do anything for American Thanksgiving. But I'm probably just going to focus on Christmas. Yes, Barbara, I have a November 13th, I think is the day. Let me just double check. I do have the live, and I got your email, and I think you're on the email chains, and I've double checked before. So you should start to receive the emails again as of next week, because I'm trying not to bombard too many emails, even though I have lots. So that should be going out on the 5th, the email around 10:30 in the morning to remind you about the event that's happening on the 13th, which is the Thursday at 1:30. So if you've got tickets for that, that's when that is. You can still buy tickets on my website for that if you'd like. I do like ornaments that feature photographs. Your elves look sweet. Thank you, Loretta. So I'm going to be focused on Christmas. Make sure you get those tickets to those events so that you can get for the hobby school. That's my freebie, is that, is the shapes for the elf. Why don't you glue the bead to the nose? I was looking at that, and I'm just going to change my camera angle here to maybe show you if I can a little bit better. But this bead's kind of like fat and chunky, and this is not like, this is kind of fat and chunky. And so right now, as I don't want to burn my fingers, I'm going to just leave it, but I might glue it on or do something or redo this again. But I don't like, I want the bead to kind of go through the bits, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not 100%. I want the beard to, like, you know, like the little mustaches that they get. So I might glue it in, but I was hoping it would like work with it the other way, but I don't know. let's try it. We've got half a second. I've still got some heat in my glue. Let's not burn my fingers, and let's see what happens here. We're just gonna like, it's not the right way. There, maybe like that. Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. It looks okay. I'll put the hair up a little bit. Maybe it'll work. But we'll have to come up with a better, like a final version of that. So there's my little gnome. So that's it for today. Anyways, I gotta go learn some stuff. I gotta go learn how to be a better YouTuber or something like this. Make better videos for you guys to be able to interact with me more and all the fancy stuff. So maybe we can make it work. Anyways, so that's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for all the comments and participation. If you have any suggestions on what to do for future, let me know. And then also be sure to like the video in the YouTube like page thing there, so that my videos can get some more traction on the internet, and that way we can have some more fun. And don't forget to get the tickets in the description below for the videos. Thanks everybody for watching, and happy crafting.